Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Disney Channel stars. And the reason why I want to talk about it is I wonder, like, as a society, are we failing these children? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand, like, the fault isn't on us as a society. I'm not talking about, like, the actual fans of these people or whatever. But I'm talking about, like, as a society in general, are we failing some of these child actors? Because we're seeing a lot of these child actors not being able to move on to adult roles. Now, there are some who can and then some who can't or whatever. But isn't it kind of terrible to grow up working as hard as you can to think that this is going to be a career for you, just to end up when you grow up, you get awkward, you get a little bit bigger or whatever, you're not adorable or whatever anymore, and then everybody's ready to get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, the roles are drying up or all that kind of stuff, and then it's just like, what are you supposed to do then? You know what I mean? And I'm wondering, like, damn, are we really I mean, you know what I mean? Like, are we really helping or hurting? You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I bring it up is because of two former Disney Channel stars who, you know, said that, like, even though they enjoyed their time on Disney, after their show wrapped up or whatever, you know, roles were hard to come by. They weren't really, you know, getting anything because everybody saw them as the Disney Channel star or whatever. And, you know, now they transitioned it into adult entertainment. And I know some people are like, oh my God, that's terrible or whatever. And I'm wondering, like, okay, sure, that is terrible, but at the same time, it's not like Disney prepared these kids to grow up in the real world, because a lot of them always struggle. We always have most of them turned down in drugs, and as soon as they can possibly to dress sexualized, they do. You know what I mean? And I know it's kind of crazy, but it is something that for real happens a lot, often, you know? And I don't know, like, is it wrong for us to judge them when they're trying to make a living too? Because, you know, even when you're a celebrity or a former child star, sometimes it's hard to get a job, you know, because it brings all of that stuff around, especially when you're on Disney Channel. That's a big high profile kind of thing. And I know a lot of actors who used to be Disney Channel stars, and they're not doing anything hardly because they can't really do much. They've tried doing movies or whatever, the roles are drying up or whatever, and most of them just kind of transition on to their own. And now we're seeing some celebrities going to former child stars going to OnlyFans, or, you know, doing porn movies or whatever. And you got two of them, three of them, sort of, because, you know, of course, Bella Thorne from Shake It Up, she did an OnlyFans, and she sold millions from news of herself, and they said that she's even directing adult films. You know, money is money, right? So, you know, I can't really get mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, money is definitely money. So, you know, girl, get your money. Get your money if you need to, I always say. And then you have Madeline Ward, formerly from Boy Meets World, and you know, she was the tall roommate Rachel in the college years when they went to college, or was it halfway through high school? I can't remember. It's been a while, but even after she did that, she was like, you know how they always want to have her as, like, the pinup girl, the sexy model or whatever and stuff like that. So she decided to, you know, when she realized that she couldn't get any roles or whatever from Hollywood, you know, she been to auditions, and that's all Hollywood folks wanted her as just like the sexy vixen girl. They didn't want her to be this intense intelligent woman. They didn't want her to do dramatic roles. They wanted her to be there to just be eye candy. And I understand there are some women who do talk about that, but you know, when you're not even given a chance at all, it's kind of hard to kind of still want to you know, be in this industry. So, you know, she transitioned to porn, and she's doing fantastic. She's like one of the top rated porn actresses, and she's getting awards and everything or whatever. And she's like a cosplayer as well. She goes to conventions, she dresses up, and you know, she got a second career. You know, she's making you know, adult entertainment stuff, and she's doing cosplay and stuff, and it's working out for her. And now we come to the last person. If any of you guys remember Zeke from Wizard of Waverly Place, Dan Benson is his name, and he just revealed, well, he didn't reveal, apparently it's been a thing for a while now. He's doing OnlyFans right now. You know, he's doing OnlyFans, and he's been doing it for a while now. And you know, it's kind of crazy how all of this works, where, you know, again, it was him trying to transition as an adult actor, but, you know, he had a scandal where he had a girlfriend. They had shared personal, intimate photos with each other. Those photos got leaked or whatever, and that prevented him from getting more jobs in the entertainment business. And him almost getting fired from his job that he had because of that kind of stuff. And it's just like, you know, that's kind of crazy as a child star. You know, you're you know, these children are still growing up, even though they play children on TV. A lot of these children have matured, have grown and stuff like that. A lot of them are, you know, are adults by the time, you know, everything happens. And then you're like, oh no, we can't have that for them. We gotta make sure that, you know, they gotta stay children forever. Continue to shave and stuff like that. Continue to do this and that. And it's just like, that's not how that works. It's not how any of this works at all. You know, these kids, you know, almost, some of these kids are growing up, but they're also transitioning into adults at the same time, and they're still, you know, playing children on the show, and you're not challenging them. At least with old school Disney and old school ABC, when the cast was aging, they start aging up the stories as well. You know, treating them as, you know, adult actors, little, you know, or young adult actors, if you will. So that way, at least when they leave, at least people don't see them as these kids anymore. And to see, you know, another scandal where a Disney Channel star having a private moment with their significant other getting turned back into their face, and then almost getting them to lose job, to try to convince Disney, like, oh, keep me, please keep me, don't fire me or anything. And it's just kind of like, what the hell? So he decided that, you know, instead of having, you know, his photos, I mean, instead of trying to fight it and it's being shared around or whatever, and he realized he's not getting any jobs in Hollywood anymore, because again, they see that scandal, they think that that's problematic or whatever. So he decided, hey, I'm gonna start doing OnlyFans. So he did OnlyFans right now, and now it's successful. And I just kind of wonder, like, have we really failed these kids, you know? And I'm not saying us in general. I'm just putting it out there, like, society in general. Like, we expect a lot from these child stars without understanding, like, what's going on, you know, with these child stars. You know what I'm saying? And to see them go through a lot of this stuff, and then sometimes even getting rejected by the industry when they want to try to move, transition, when they want to try to move on from being a squeaky clean, you know, thing. Because, you know, of course you want to be taken seriously, but Disney doesn't prepare most of those actors and actresses for that role. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of weird. You can still be family friendly, but at the same time, you need to understand when it's time to mature. It's time to mature. You know. So I don't know. I honestly do not know what to think about the situation. I'm just kind of like talking about it because I'm kind of like, wow, this is like really crazy right now. Like how this all happened, and people are just like shocked and flabbergasted and thinking it's wrong that these child stars are doing it. But I mean, hell, at least they're doing something better than being strung out on drugs. You know what I mean? Get your money where you can get it. I'd rather them transition into doing adult entertainment, you know, whatchamacallit, then, oh, here's another failed child star who's on drugs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's just food for thought. I know this is like one of the most randomest topics on the channel, but I just kind of wanted to talk about it, bring it to everybody's attention, see what you guys think about the situation right there, and like, do you agree or disagree or whatever? Like, what are your stances on it? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm just kind of like floored by it, honestly. But again, at least some of these child actors are finding other alternative ways of making money, since their career can't be put out from being a child star. At least they can find second life in something else. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.